Okay, New World family, welcome back to Eternum. Today we are going to do some faction missions in Brimstone.
The sight of you warms us all warriors' heart.
Brimstone action. What I typically like to do is show of strength and infiltrate, because these missions tend to be close to each other and you don't have to travel across the map. So if we look at this map, we're in Brimstone. And you can see 1 and 2 are relatively close. I mean, this is the starting point for the infiltrate mission, but the end point for the infiltrate mission is going to be over here by point 2. The third mission that is available is the go to the war camp, which is way over here near the fort. So you would have to go out of the town, go to point 1, go to point 2, and then travel back over towards the fort and make kind of a triangle. Rather than do that, I typically go to point 1, point 2, and go right back. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to choose these two missions and we're going to get on out here. Going to get on out here real quick. Brimstone is an in-game territory, so unlike some of the other territories that we do faction missions in, the chances of running into other flag PvP players is significantly higher. So you're going to have to be on red alert. Notice how I'm leaving the town. I'm taking routes which, you know, I can observe what's going on around me. That's typically nobody behind me, but I can see what's going on in front of me. This is one of the tactics that I use when I'm doing PvP missions. You want to be aware, because if you do have to fight someone, you want to be able to get damage on first. Person that typically gets the damage going first is going to have the upper hand, because the other person is going to be a little bit more defensive. All right, so notice how I'm looking around, and again, I'm using the terrain to my advantage. You know, there's typically not going to be anybody coming from in front of me because they can't jump up this rock. Right? Or they could, but it would be a little bit suspicious. All right, we got some stuff expiring here. All right, so point number 1 is at the base of this bridge, and I like to jump directly down onto the asset. But before we jump down, we're going to take a look below and see if there's any activity, because there is an elite chest over here to our left under that waterfall, and sometimes you'll have people getting that chest. All right, so I'm jumping down. There are gators here. I don't typically like to fight the gators. I'll just grab the asset and keep it moving. Now, what's important here is a fast way to get out once you get into this little ravine area is to go back to the left and observe the 2 silk threads. I go between the 2 silk threads and up the mountain, navigating around the gators. There's going to be a gator left, gator right. Try to beeline in between those 2 and go straight up this hillside on this little goat path. And I make it quick. Notice I didn't spend any time down there whatsoever. I was moving very fast. Once I get up to the top, sometimes I'll have to fight this guy. Missed a bunch of shots there, but he's still going to go down. In him quick. Now, sometimes you have to watch the compound point of interest over here to your left. You'll have people going over there looting chests on their solo chest runs, so you got to be alert. Listen out for any combat. Again, notice I'm using the terrain because I'm trying to get a high point. I want to be able to see what's going on around me. Now, if you're not a ranged player, this might not mean as much. For a ranged player, being able to see your target before they see you is an advantage. Right, we're making our way across. Sometimes I'll get these armadillos, but because of this video, I'm just going to go straight for the objective. I'm not going to do too much extra. I might have to kill this guy if he's chasing. He is chasing. He will follow you, so I'm going to go ahead and take him out. I'm gonna take this guy out too. Looks like I got the ghost on me as well. Oh no, he didn't aggro. Heard him, but he didn't aggro. All right, we got to go across the bridge. There is a fast travel over here to the west. Be alert that somebody can suddenly be behind you coming from that fast travel. Now, normally I just take all these guys out on the bridge, but again, for sake of brevity, I'm going to run across and kill these guys on the way back. So even if they make contact with me, I'm just going to keep going. You can see the point right there where we're going to get the asset, and I'll just look at the map. You'll also observe that these 2 points are right here together. 1 and 2. Any activity on this bridge is counting towards our show of strength. And this area right here is also counting towards show of strength. So we're delivering the asset. Notice both missions are highlighted over there on the right. Now, depending on what kind of play style you're on, you can, he's retreating. We might actually be able to go back across the bridge without actually killing anybody. 45 seconds though, I'm chilling. Let's just chill right here at the corner. Once we get closer to about 20 seconds, then I'll try to make my way back. 25 seconds, 20 seconds. It should take us about 20 seconds to get across the bridge, even if we don't fight anybody. And we're going. 17 seconds remaining. It's gonna run it for those who might not want to fight anybody. Sometimes you can use the NPCs to your advantage, kind of help you offset when if there's another person trying to fight you or a group of people. Those NPCs can you know, take some of the aggro. All right, so we completed our show of strength. So now we're just turning the missions in. And again, we want to stay alert because we're now a high value target when you're going back. We are a high value target when we're going back. I don't know what happened to my camera the entire time. Try to beeline it back. Okay, camera's back working. Normally I get the sandstone, but again, for the sake of this video, I'm going to just hit the mission back. I'm gonna try to lose aggro with this wolf or whatever that's chasing me. Again, I'm not going to get the sandstones, but I typically do when I'm doing these missions. Sandstone is your friend. Right? Got a scorpion on us. It's going to continue to make moves. Keep running. All right, is that a person? That is a flagged person over here. Might have to kill this dude. He's not moving. Take that free XP. I don't know what he was doing. Did he drop a bag? Doesn't look like it. If you're ever going to be out AFK and flag, go prone so it's harder for people to see your flag. Go prone so it's harder for people to see your flag. I see that guy just standing there. He's GG. Let's get on back in. And once we get about a third through here, we should be safe. Going through the glory of the Republic. And voila. And that is doing missions in Brimstone. Like I said, it can be a little dangerous depending on what server you're on and what time of day that you're actually doing the missions. But the key for me is just to keep your head on the swivel, be aware of your surroundings, and to keep moving at all costs. And standing still like that guy was is not recommended.
The sight of you warms us all.
All right, there you go.